Greetings to all you first ponies and downright friendly people. Thank you for joining me again in another episode of Legend of Zelda. I have a couple friends with me today. I have Sato and Crimson Wolf.
Hello, what's going on?
With a British accent.
Yeah. Oh, yes, smashing!
Oh, yes, hi. So, we're just going to be playing some Zelda here and our crazy shenanigans in the background.
Indeed.
Yes, correct. I didn't want to talk to you, crazy character. Not you, Crimson.
I'm glad you don't want to talk to me. Thanks.
I'm not. No, that's not what I meant. No, that is not what I meant. Ladies and gentlemen, with an act like that comes to the terms of with friends like these, who needs enemies?
You know, I say the same thing about you every day.
Oh, I'm glad you think of me. And I think I'm having a little bit of a lag issue.
Think of you? I don't think of you at all.
This is actually the first time I've ever had any lag issue with the game. Spin, 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 spin.
You spin me right round, baby, right? Like a fidget spinner, right round.
Just hear Iffy in the background like, oh god, no! I wonder why the game's lagging behind so much.
Because you're in a Discord call.
Well, that's true. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, do note that when you make calls like this, there is going to be a problem.
No, you think?
Alright, so last we were playing, or when I played, I believe what was going on was that talked to the Goron King, and he didn't want to talk to anybody. He was too upset and anything, and some of the other Gorons were saying that if you find the music from the forest, you can help calm him down. So, we got the music from Saria. Now we're gonna go see if it'll calm him down, literally. Shut up, Navi.
Hey! Listen!
Oh, shut up. And that's odd. I've never had this much lag before. I don't know what is going on. Alright. I'm going to be right back, ladies and gentlemen. This is starting to really bug the crap out of me. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Just trying to double check and making sure I remove a few things. And apparently it didn't work.
Son of a bitch!
Well, it's working a little better now. Oh, I think I know what it was. I think there was a Steam game doing an update in the background. I hate it when it does that.
Should turn that off. Yeah.
No, I closed Steam already. That was a bad glitch. Almost fell through the floor of the game. So it's a good thing we're a group that hasn't learned to break games just yet.
Why?
Well, because we don't want to break a game.
I mean, breaking game is what I do.
I've broken plenty games in my time. I broke Fallout 4.
It's not exactly an accomplishment, you know that, right?
Well, apparently they tried to barricade the front door of the freaking, the first police station you go to for the Brotherhood of Steel quest line. Yeah, there was like a whole crap ton of stuff in front of the door, so I couldn't walk in, and every time I tried to, it would start lagging really badly, and then I would fall to the floor.
You know, this is Zelda story time with Sato and Crimson Wolf.
Yeah, everyone knows, you know, the Boston Commonwealth is part of the Zelda timeline.
Yeah, I know, right?
The Boston Commonwealth, you know, the Zelda timeline, you know, all that jazz.
Yep.
And jazz music, man.
Oh.
Them roaring 40s, bro. Them roaring 40s, you know?
Yeah, where steam cars were not a thing yet, and everyone was still using swords and shields.
Yeah, them times. Yeah, you remember them, right?
Oh yeah, easy. Especially when there was hammers you could barely lift.
And yet we still found a way to lift them.
I know,
Go
right?
team.
Oh, I wasn't reading the
And then
text.
there's Goron
Oops.
bowling.
I
Oh,
have something for you.
whoops.
I'm not really giving you this for return or anything, but take it anyways. If you wear this, even a little fella like you can pick a bomb flower using aim. You got the Goron's bracelet. Now you can pull up bomb flowers, stand next to one, and use button to pull it up.
Brother.
Use button.
Use
Button?
Buttons!
Wow.
Since
That's so clear.
oh yeah, well guess what? Because since I either use a keyboard or shut up, Navi. Let me guess. Let's go inside the Dodongo's cache. Shut up, I don't care. You know what's funny? What's so funny is the fact of they've thrown her into this game. In the very beginning of the game, every step you make, she stops you to say this. You make some steps later, she stops you to say this. It's consistent. And there's the lag again. Well, there's
For the glory of Mandalore, we are hotboxing my roommate's truck.
oh boy. And if anyone doesn't remember from the previous videos, Ithy and Crimson are huge Star Wars fans. Throw the bomb!
Sorry, no, George Lucas was a fan of mine. The other way around.
Oh. The work of George Lucas, not this new oddball mess up, I guess you should call it.
Oddball? More like travesty.
What's pretty funny is how other people seem to like it.
You wanna know what's even not funny?
What?
It's people that don't matter.
Into the Douglas. Oh, wait. I forgot. I still have the wooden shield on. I need the metal shield. The Hylian shield. Oh, and it's also a big sad day for me because...
Guys, I'll be right back. I need to go kill a bay leaf.
Go have fun
Go
with that.
play Pokemon Go.
Yes, we are Pokemon Go players as well. Hey Peyton, don't you have any crazy Pokemon Go stories that you have?
I mean, yeah.
You don't
There
wanna
was a time we landed in a ditch with the car.
You did tell me about that.
So was my mom, and you know this was back when Pokemon Go was just getting its traction, and everybody was crazy about it. My mom wanted to get into it because I was getting into it. My cousins were getting into it. Like all the kids from the church were getting into it, and the thing is that you don't drive and catch Pokemon at the same time.
Nope.
So, as we are going down a road, my mom gets so excited about this Pokemon that it's on the side of the road that she decides to neglect all self-preservation in her mind and takes a right turn into a drainage ditch to catch a Pidgey.
Whoa.
Now, slightly more understandable if it was, you know, a Dragonite or one of the pre-evolutions of that one, or something that doesn't really show up that often.
Yeah, it's understandable there.
Like there was a
Dragonite,
guy who
maybe.
apparently stopped in the middle of the freeway for Dragonite. I remember that.
You did?
That might be a rumor though.
Or did you hear about that? You heard about someone dropped it,
Yeah, that might be a rumor.
Ah! Okay. I'm with the Dodongo's Cavern! No, don't. Run! Run! They blow up! That didn't work. Oh well. So yeah, but, yeah, no. Ladies and gentlemen, playing Pokemon Go and doing any sort of activity whatsoever is a bad idea.
I mean, I could probably play Pokemon Go and eat ice cream at the same time.
You know what I mean, though. Heavy duty. Okay. Important tasks like driving or things of the such. Let's not try it with Pokemon Go. Oh God, I'm going about ready to face the Lizphone. I hate these things. Oh, I got full hearts now. Hey, quick question, Peyton. When was the last time you played a Zelda game?
Oh God, that would have to be the remake of the first one.
What was it? The 3D.
It was like
the 3D version.
no, it was like the SNES version. SNES version? No, it might have been the 64 version. The one where we had pink hair.
Had pink hair?
Yeah.
I don't remember Link ever having pink hair.
Yeah, it was one. Here we can look this up. It was like
that sounds
just The Legend of Zelda.
Get your butt over here. Legend of Zelda. Oh, the old-fashioned one?
Yeah, hold on. I think it was The Adventure of Link.
You know, it's kind of funny how messed up the timeline is for the Zelda games.
No, The Adventure of Link is not the one I played. That's the 2D scroller one.
Be right back, ladies and gentlemen. Pardon me. I need to check on something.
A Link to the Past. That's what it was.
Back to A Link to the Past. That's what it was.
Oh, A Link to the Past. That's the last Zelda game I played.
I don't remember about that one. What was that one about?
I'm pretty sure it's pretty similar to the Adventure of Zelda, I think.
Adventure of Zelda.
No, the Legend of Zelda. Sorry, I'm thinking of the Adventure of Link. No, it was pretty close to the Legend of Zelda, except it had upgrade sprites and everything. Like instead of being 16-bit, it was a 64-bit color.
Oh yeah.
64-bit color? Is that right? No, I don't think so.
64-bit color. Huh.
32-bit color. Sorry. Stupid.
Those are old games, though.
Those are really old games. Those are stuff that you could play. Like you could play them on like flip up phones.
That's like NES or whatever it was.
No, is there even an NES? I know there's a Super Nintendo.
There was the NES. It was first the NES, and then it went to. Well, actually, little history for all you people out there. Nintendo actually didn't start with consoles. Where they actually started was the arcade game Donkey Kong.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
So that's where Nintendo started their video games. It was first Donkey Kong in the arcades, and Mario back then, it wasn't Mario. The person that you were playing as was considered Jumpman. And then from then on,
I suppose it sounded better in Japanese.
it probably did. And then after that, it got to a game where you were Donkey Kong's. It was Mario captured Donkey Kong, and you're playing as Donkey Kong Jr. Or at least I think it was Donkey Kong Jr. And you went to try to save Donkey Kong. At least I believe that's what it was. Don't quote me on that.
Oh no, yeah, Donkey Kong Jr. I remember that game. That was you had to like get between the swing between the vines and rescue your father.
Yeah, and it was because you had to try to like yeah, it was like puzzles and stuff as well within the vines. It was pretty difficult. That was like a difficult freaking game. Now, Crimson told me at one point that apparently, that the first console, or the second console to come up next was Sega Genesis, or the Sega. Now, I don't know if that's true or not, but I was told by my father that Nintendo started this straight shot into gaming after Donkey Kong. The original Donkey Kong. Do you know anything about that, Peyton?
Sega's first system, it looks like, was the SG-1000.
Was that before or after Nintendo?
That was 1983. And the NES... The NES was released on 83, so same time, but...
So they both...
Yeah.
They both were in a competition with each other in the same year.
Same year, same month. July.
Wow. That is interesting.
And both in Japan, actually. Which is why we've never heard of it. Looks like Sega didn't release a North American console until 1986, which was the Master System, and then the Genesis, which is what you and I are familiar with, probably. I actually had a Genesis. Um,
So it was Sega Genesis, yeah. And I do remember a Sega Genesis. I do remember the Sega Genesis because it was a system during daycare time. I brought it with me to my daycare at one point to share with all the other kids, and I thought it was pretty cool playing Sega Sonic games, and I thought it was a blast.
No, it was definitely one of the core systems. I remember playing Sonic and Sonic 2.
I honestly don't know whether any other games that actually came out on the Sega Genesis. All I know of was Sonic. That's the only
There's
one
a
I
bunch
know.
of them. There was like this helicopter attack game that I used to play a lot. It was like the biggest cartilage too. It was this gigantic cartilage that you would have to like force out of the case. Back when these cases were like these giant plastic books. And of course, I was really young at the time, so they were even bigger to me. I just remember this huge game that had like a little yellow clip on the side. I never figured out what that was for.
Huh.
But it was one of the coolest games I had because it was like the first war game I had. You would go around in an Apache helicopter.
Was it like a 2D side scroller of some kind?
It was actually an isometric game, like an isometric view game. That's why it was so cool because it was more than just a platformer or a scroller like every other game was on the Sega Genesis. It was this big open world. You had a map, and you'd go around and save POWs that you'd beat you free from bases. You had to watch out for anti-air. You'd go around and pick up fuel, oil drums for fuel.
Huh. That sounds vaguely familiar. Ooh, that bomb got close. But actually it makes me think of Army Men. Game Boy Advance version of Army Men.
The Army Men games are always cool. Like you're talking about the little green guys, right?
Yeah, the little green men.
I actually didn't pick up those titles until PS1. Or just the PlayStation when it came out.
I didn't hear about it until Game Boy Advanced.
No, it was a pretty cool series of games.
They were. Hello?
Okay, I'm back.
Oh, welcome back. Welcome back, Crimson.
Yeah, that video was pretty difficult.
What was?
It's Bailey.
More Lisfo! Yay!
Bailey's Irish coffee.
Run away, you bastard.
Oh,
Not you, Lisfo.
make me.
Stay away! I don't like you! I don't like you lizard people!
Oh, but he loves you.
My yum-yums are not for you. You're dead, so stay dead. You know what's kind of interesting is how the fact that how old this game is. You can tell by the polygon system they used to make it. The shield, the swords, Link's nose. I mean, that's probably the most distinctive thing about this game. This game was Link's nose, of how triangular it was. In fact, all the figures in this game
Actually, the most distinctive nose in all of Zelda history is
Ganondorf.
Birdbeak.
had that. Birdbeak?
He has a bird nose.
He has a bird nose. Have you seen it?
That's not just Gerudo. That's not just Ganondorf though. That's like Gerudos in general, or Gerudanese, whatever you call it, people.
Gerudos.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? A few people have called them Gerudos. I don't know if whatever it's pronounced or how it's actually pronounced.
Someone called them Gerudos.
Gerudos.
Gyarados.
Gyarados. I got some bumps! Ugh.
Great job, kid. You want a cookie?
Alright, well. Oh, I was about ready to do something stupid. Oh. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to call this episode quits for now. Sato, thank you again for joining me. Crimson, you've been on and off, but still, thank you for joining me as well.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Hopefully,
Seriously, you're welcome.
hopefully we can do this again sometime soon. We'll have to see. But until then, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining me as well. Hopefully you guys will be in for tune for the next video. But until then, this
And
is
I will see you in the next video.
this is
Not Markiplier.
this is goodbye and sayonara.